Artificial intelligence is transforming many aspects of our lives, both good and bad. One of the bad, how artificial intelligence is being used to create voice scams. Our tech guy, Rich Brooks from Flight New Media, has been giving this some thought, and he's here with us. So let's just start with the basics. What are these voice scams in general, Rich?
Right. It's when these scammers take artificial intelligence, the voice component of it, and mimic or clone the voice of somebody we know and trust, basically to steal our money, our passwords, and all of our sensitive data. In fact, just to kind of prove how this technology works, I did create a mimic clone of your voice, Rob, and I think we can hear those now.
Hey, Rich. This is Rob Caldwell, and I'm on assignment overseas. My wallet and passport were stolen, and I need you to wire me $500 so I can get home. I can't even call anyone because they took my phone, too. I'll pay you back next time I see you.
All right. Sounds like me, but I did not record that.
I know, and if I didn't know about these scams, I'd be out $500 right now, right? So I think it's important for us to realize how easy it was. I mean, this just came from a few seconds of one of our previous interviews on 207. I threw into a free piece of software. It worked pretty well, and suddenly I've got this voice of you being able to see anything I want you to say.
And you also created one of your own voice, so let's listen to that.
Rob, more accurate samples can be created through longer audio clips. The tool I used to create this clip required me to prove that I was me to avoid using it for scams, but as you can imagine, there are tools that don't have these safety protocols installed or people who can circumvent them. Also, I'm secretly Spider-Man.
Again, really impressive. I mean, maybe not 100%, but for something that you did just in a hurry, very good. So how are the scammers getting these voice samples in the first place?
Right, because not everybody's a local celebrity like you. So for most people, though, we record videos, we upload them to social media, and now they're available. For businesses, they're recording many of their video conference calls, so those recordings exist out in the wild too. And then sometimes the scammers will just call up somebody, just get a few seconds of their voice and being able to sample it. And some of the more sophisticated tools out there can actually hold a conversation with somebody in a trusted voice that you know.
Is there sort of a pattern? Is there a theme of the most common types of voice scams that we're seeing?
Yeah, the most popular ones right now is the trusted family member who's had an accident or an injury and needs money immediately. So that's a big one for sure.
All right, and you sort of tapped into that. One more from that.
Hey, Rich, this is Rob Caldwell, and I'm locked up in a Turkish prison. Long story, but it started with an undercover reporting story that went pear-shaped. What I need is for you to Venmo the warden $1,000 to make this all go away. I'll pay you back when I get back to Maine. Thanks. And don't tell anyone.
All right, again, you can see how, under the right circumstances, this would be very effective, but also businesses are also being targeted, right?
Right, so for businesses, the big thing is called vishing, which is voice phishing, where they clone the voice of the CEO or CFO and they authorize wire transfers. One company actually lost like $250,000 on one of these scams. And then we even see it in the political field. Famously, somebody cloned Joe Biden's voice and sent out robocalls to people to tell them to stay home for the polls.
So the obvious question, how do you tell what's real and what's fake?
That's the problem, because the human ear, the technology is getting to the point the human ear can't tell the difference. So I don't think you can rely on saying, oh, that sounds like AI to me. I think instead you have to take a look at the situation. Is this the kind of call that I would normally get? And if it's not, take a breather and think through this.
So what should you do if you get one of these calls?
Yeah, I think the first thing you should do is tell the person you'll call them right back, and then call them back on a number they know, or that you know that they have. And if it's a business thing, I think you just have to, or a financial thing, hang up and then call the number on the back of your credit card or on your financial statement so that you know you're calling an actual representative of the business.
Are there things that people can do proactively to protect themselves?
Absolutely. And on the family or personal side, it's about creating a family safe word. So, Hackensack or something so random that if I call you and I say I need money and you say, what's the keyword, and I don't know what it is, then you know it's a fraud. The other thing is, if you don't have that word set up, keep in mind that scammers, good ones, have done a little bit of research and may know a lot of publicly known information about you. So ask about a family inside joke, or maybe a really bad childhood memory that never made it to social media. That's a sure way to see if that person is legit.
This whole realm is really unsettling, and what you're saying is eye-opening. Any last words of wisdom?
I think people just need to be smart, and they need to be a little bit cynical about this. We've been told that you can't always believe what you see. Now we know we can't always believe what you hear. Just take a minute, because these scammers are relying on you to react without critical thinking. So taking that extra moment could save you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
All right, great advice and timely. Thank you so much. Rich Brooks from Flight New Media. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.